Hello YouTube. It's Birdo Prey 5 and I'm on time. It's 4 p.m. Right about when I said I would be coming on, and we are starting the Nerd Islands map over again, but for good reason. This is version 4 of the map made by the Anti-Tracker. It has some nice improvements. He's added some islands, and of course he fixed the transportation issue. And just to make things a little bit more challenging, because it could get a little boring when you've got access to absolutely everything from the beginning, I've decided to shut off the mods that allow us to unlock everything and have all buildings and all the land available from the start. So even though we're going to have unlimited money, we still have to make a working city so that our population grows using just some of the limited options we have at the beginning, and we are going to have to slowly grow the city to buy the other plots of land and get the upgraded hospitals and the better roads and all those fun things. We start off like we would in a normal game, and more or less the only real mod in use is, of course, the fact that we do have the unlimited money, and the fact that if I needed to, I could make a much bigger disaster than is normal. But other than that, there's no real mods that affect the gameplay too much. Oh, also, we're using unlimited ore and oil. If we find any place that has oil or ore, it won't run out. But that, honestly, that's not really a cheat. That was a bug in the game. It should not run out nearly as quickly as it does. So that's what I wanted to get out. And Thomas Potts was first. Hello, Thomas Potts. And he says, first, take that Anti-Tracker. And Darth Kilhoun is here, and he says, ha. And Darth Kilhoun, I'm so sorry I missed your stream. I think it was last night. I saw it. I was just exhausted. I watched it this morning, Hearts of Iron 4, and your noble goal to restore the monarchy across Europe. Yeah, I watched the whole thing. Robert Knowles says, hello, hope your day has gone well, Robert. I can't complain, Robert. I've been so damn tired, and I'm so far behind on other things I really should be doing. I feel like every YouTuber I watch says the exact same thing, and whether they have other jobs or not, I think something about YouTube, just drains us, but yet we want to keep coming back. And I don't know, but I love it, so I'm not complaining. Peter Quinn, I love being here with all you guys and occasional girls. Peter Quinn says, hey, Bird of Prey, was about to turn off for the day. Oh, Peter, well, I hope you stick around a bit, but if you do have to turn off, believe me, I understand. I just missed. I was so tired last night. I was punching myself for not being able to get to Dark Kilhoun's live stream, but believe me, I know there's only so many hours in a day, and there's so much more content that I'd want to watch and listen to, but you can't do it all. So I completely understand, Peter. Peter says, ain't we all so far behind, guys? Well, we're not too far behind in the chat, although I'm going to be honest, in this game, not as bad as the last game, but I do anticipate spending some time playing and then coming back to the chat. So to get started, I know it's not the most interesting thing to do, but I'm gonna lay down the water pipes for this section of the city, because we definitely need water pipes. And honestly, the city's not all that big right now, so now's the time we get it in. We don't have to worry about doing it later. And you might notice I am not crisscrossing them completely like I usually do, because for once I do want to try and make a little bit of a profit, if at all possible. I mean, it's not necessary when you have the mods, but it's kind of like telling you if your city design is working, and if it is, you know, you're making a profit. And if you're losing tons of money while you might still have a beautiful city, that is a big red flag that something is wrong. And you know, so that's fine. Let's start with this island having water. We've got to put that now. This is going to be a bit different for us because I would usually have much better sewage options than I'm going to have to start with now. So we've got to think. Okay, water is coming out of here. There is current. So, and there's also some place I didn't fill in. So let's go ahead and we'll put some water right here. And we'll put sewage. Now, are the other sewers? Okay, well, we do have some of the other sewers available. Surface skimmer slowly rotates, pushing floating material to the trap around the edge. Activated sludge process tank. Here, activated sludge is added to the mixture, is aerated and agitated so to speed up composition. Drain capacity 172,000 cubic meters a week. How does that compare with this? 120,000. And this is $320 a week. And this is $480. Oh, well then this definitely makes more sense. But I've got to put it roadside. Okay. Okay, so we'll wait till we have a road. Now we're also going to have to deal with electricity. So that's going to be another interesting option. I believe that we're not going to have all of the electric options we'd normally have. So we'll put we can't even put the advanced wind turbine in. We do have these kind of cheats here. A Tesla cube. But that needs a road. Okay, well, we will be okay with power, obviously, but for right here, I will put up a windmill, so our water will have power. And we've got to figure out, this is not the best island to colonize. Just truth be told, oh man, we don't even have the large roundabout. Wow. I guess we're gonna make do with a small roundabout. It's been so long. We don't have any highways yet. Oh my goodness. Do we have secondary roads? We do. We do. We've got a handful of secondary roads. Medium roads. Small roads. One ways. We've got some one ways. It has been so long since I've played this game with these types of restrictions in place. These don't even look like the same type of road. Look how much big. Oh, because this is a bridge. Because this is a bridge. But it's 2 lanes. Okay. Okay. So. You know, I don't normally like using dirt roads, but dirt roads might be our best option for right now. We need land. We need land for residential. Let's keep the residents high up here on the mountain. I know. Triangles are not the best road types, but this is kind of temporary, I hope. Okay. And we'll do a, what do we got here? Four-lane road with median. 4-lane road. We will do a big road. Oh, come on. Yeah. big road down here. This is going to be this is going to be our industry. So now, actually, we're probably going to need more residential, so let's keep our industry behind this main avenue. And I'll get to the comments in a couple minutes. Let's just get this city started. Okay. And of course we need some commercial, because what fun is a city without commercial? And we will need some basic services, but this should be enough to get us started. Now, of course, things being what they are, we only have low density of all different types. Low density commercial, low density low density residential, low density commercial, and basic industry, no offices we can put down. You know what? I'm not gonna put residential all the way to this road, because it seems like it's gonna be loud there. So we will put some commercial in here and commercial in the center circle. This, yeah, this will be commercial, and then we'll go back to residential over here, and we'll come down the mountain a bit, and then we'll put more commercial in here. Yeah, I think that is plenty of commercial. We'll make the rest residential. And then our industry, which is going to be quite dirty. More residential over here. Some commercial in between. What else do we have to put down? We cannot even put down, okay, I'm bringing back some of this train tracks. They're just in the way right now. we don't even have, we can't put any services down until we become a small city of some type. So with that, I'm gonna start the game. Oh, nope, hold on, pause the game. I did not do the sewage, and the sewage is gonna be absolutely necessary. So we're gonna make a road. I guess we'll make a dirt road off of here for now. Where do we want to put the sewage? We'll put it over here for now. Oh, and power. They're gonna need power. Okay. So we'll put power there. We'll put down, because we really don't want to get $800 a week. 29. This is plenty. And of course. Okay. So that should be good for sewage. Now we need a pipe. There we go. And my hospital bed is resetting. And I'm melting. Okay. So now we're gonna hit play. We are gonna hope I didn't forget anything major. Does this have power? No, of course. Of course it doesn't have power. But I have my Eastern European power line, which is just a tiny little power line, but is enough to connect power between the two places. So that looks a lot better than running a bunch of wires. So, okay, you've got power. And, oh, you guys need electricity over here. So, where are we going to put our Tesla cube? Does this make any noise? No, it makes no noise whatsoever. So, right there, you're gonna be front and center. People come into the city, they see our advanced Tesla cube to give everybody power. And we'll see, will this be a nice, happy city? We'll zoom out here a bit and watch it grow. And the people are coming in. And I'll go to the comments. Peter Quinn says Darth Calhoun has a channel. Indeed he does. Go out and check. Oh, he was watching TMRO earlier. And Peter says it's 8:20 p.m. here. 8:10 p.m. Well, close enough. Either way, it is 4:25 p.m. here in the East Coast. Peters has got to have water, or they could just drink, what is that stuff? An Idiocracy. It's got electrolytes. No, not Gatorade. It's a fake drink they made up for the movie, like a Gatorade. But yeah, they tried watering the crops with it, and of course, the crops stopped growing. Josh reads a bird. Wait, hello, Josh. Says make sure you use Anti-Tracker Island for the sewage. Very, very good idea. Probably, garbage. Oh, I don't have an even garbage option yet, I don't think. Is garbage even an option? No, garbage isn't even available yet. We have to grow bigger before we can even take people's garbage away. But Anti-Tracker Island will most likely become our main landfill for the city. Unfortunately, because the fact that I'm playing the game the right way, at least to a point, it's going to be a while before I can buy the land necessary to actually get to Anti-Tracker Island. So this is going to be a little different than the games, than City on the Edge of Forever, where I can build anything, anywhere, at any time. We are going to be living by the constraints of the basic game, minus, of course, the extra buildings I may have downloaded that give us some fancy powers. And we are in a little hamlet. Congratulations to us. What does that give us? It gives us the ability to edit taxes. It gives us the ability to take one loan. And of course, now we are responsible for garbage, healthcare, and education. This is not an upgrade. This is a hell of a lot of responsibilities. So yes, we actually have to start putting down some services. Now, what are our garbage options? Because that's going to be a main issue. We get a recycling center. We've got a landfill site. That's going to be filthy. A recycling hub, no. We need a larger population. A large recycling center. Another recycling center. Very noisy. Insufficient, but inefficient, but it's 100% clean. I don't know if I like that. Oh man, we do not have any great garbage options. $9.60 a week, but it's clean, and only has a garbage truck capacity of 12. Where this is much more expensive per week, but it has a garbage capacity of 25. But it's about the same price per truck, all things equal. What's our regular recycling center? $240 a week. Now, it's not the cleanest, but on landfill site, $160 per week. The only problem with this is that if we make this a landfill, it's gonna always be a landfill. But you know what? We've got to put the garbage somewhere, and damn, I'm not putting it on the Orville Island. So yeah, we're gonna put it down here. Can't build on water. So this is going to be quite the smelly section of the map. No, you know what? What am I doing? I can't even destroy once garbage goes into that, you can't even destroy it until you can't even destroy it until it's emptied. We're gonna put down the large recycling center. That should take care of our garbage needs for some time. We need some basic health care. What do we got? One medical clinic, patient capacity 100, patient capacity 100. Advanced clinic 500, 100. A rural clinic 25. Really, they let us use this big hospital at this time. Now that's not even fair. 700. Oh, and we got to do death care too. I forgot. Okay, so we need a crematorium. Where are we going to put the crematorium? We'll put it down here. We're gonna put a cemetery. The cemetery is gonna be next to the recycling center. And yeah, it's probably time I upgrade that road. And we're gonna just do an advanced clinic. That should take care of healthcare needs around the city. It sure looks like it will. So there we go. Everybody's happy. And education. All we've got are elementary schools and elementary school equivalents. Book bank. Springfield Elementary. Telescope dish. Science facility. We'll build Springfield Elementary, even though it's so tiny. But they got the same capacity as any other school. So space already occupied. What the? Why does it have its own road? Who would build a school with its own road? What? In what world does that make any sense? Building must be placed roadside, but it has its own road. You know what? Forget Springfield Elementary. Just gonna do our basic elementary school. There we go. Do we have how much? How does that deal with? That's more than enough for people in the city. Do we have, and that's it. Garbage, elementary. There's nothing else we can do. We've got to wait for the town to continue to grow. A building is leveled up. Well, that's nice to hear. Oh, let's save this game. It'd be a shame if something happened to it. This is Nerd Map version 4. And anybody who wants this map, who has City Skylines, I have the link in the video description. You can go download the map right now if you wanted to, or you can download it later. And you can play this map that Anti-Trekker made. And I'm sure he'd be curious to see how all of us play this map. But this is where we are. So we're gonna start it growing. Gonna wait for some more population, and I'll get back to the comments. I've the money cheat for SimCity. Yeah, well, the good thing about this game is you don't even need to put in a cheat code. You can just enable unlimited money as an option in its mod settings, and because they know a lot of people like to play this game just as like a sandbox mode. Nobody's necessarily interested in balancing budgets and all those things, although some people are. And that's what's great about this game. You can play it as much or as little realistic as you want. We have 0 commercial demand, but we still have some residential demand. So I am going to I'm going to take away some of this commercial zone, although we don't want to get residential too close to industry. We'll do it smaller. We don't want to erase a place that's already grown a building. So we'll increase our available residential areas. I'm kind of surprised that industry hasn't grown as much. I mean, usually industry shoots up on these maps, especially for early cities. But what's the deal? Not enough workers. Well, we've got more workers coming. It is a bit disturbing that we are losing so much money already. Let's zone. Although, look at that. To be honest, even our residential demand is pretty damn low. Let's go ahead and zone more residential. Slope too steep. I don't think it is. I got a second opinion there. Okay. And oh, really? You're not gonna let me? Not gonna let me zone it all residential? You're gonna complain? I say people can build. People can build on these slopes, damn it. They do it all the time in California. Okay, whatever. It's still more residential than they had before. There we go. I don't know if that was the best option, but we don't have any policies we can edit yet. Suppose we could edit taxes. I mean, all the professional players. All the other YouTubers I follow who care about making profits, they do go in and actually raise taxes just a bit. Apparently, because they're set at 9%. Oh, we do have budgets we could adjust. But they do raise taxes to usually 12 to 13%. So let's go ahead and put them at 11%, just to see, just curious if we can turn a profit as we grow. If we can't, I'll just say screw the taxes and not worry about the money and just worry about the map and growing the city. But it would be nice to be profitable too. Peter Quinn says that Josh Street now on the wrench. Oh, use the wrench for sewage. Josh Street says, Peter, that works too. Nicole Malo. Hello, Nicole. Ah, there she is, and not as wounded as we were led to believe. Yes, the classic scene as Khan realizes the Enterprise, that the code that even a third grader could have figured out, Spock was speaking in code. If we go by the book, Admiral, hours would seem like days. So it's gonna take 3 days to fix this, or 2 days. And then, oh, lo and behold, it took 2 hours. And we are a worthy village, and that gives us the first ability to actually buy a second square on the map. We can now use districts. We can use policies. We can take out a slightly bigger loan. Actually, it's significantly bigger, but we don't have to take out loans, luckily. District specialization, so we can make like industry, tree industry, or forest industry, oil industry. Service policies, other policies, emergency services, police department, and some unique buildings. So now we've got to provide fire, we got to provide police protection, but we do get some unique buildings. And we can put down specialized forest and agriculture. Oh, you know what? I hope Anti-Trekker made one of these islands. I hope one of them have some good farmland, because I want to make a nice farm island. We get access to self-sufficient buildings, organic and local produce for commercial specializations, policies on power and water and smoke detector, and new buildings, police stations, firehouses, other just things, a recycling hub, more police stations, including the TARDIS. So this is a nice little upgrade. So let's put in some fire and some police. And yeah, oh, I know this is a bit of a cheat on policing, because this TARDIS puts out a ton of police cars, but we're already having issues. So let's see, where can we place the TARDIS? Where was the clinic? Where was the clinic? I don't want to place it by the clinic. This is the school. Yeah, why don't we place it right by the school? That looks like the appropriate spot. And fire, of course, that's going to be more of a legit looking building. We've got firehouse, six fire engines, 560 a week, 560 a week. Yeah, I think that's our only $16 a week. Huh. Fire engine capacity 2. But for $16 a week, we could put down 3 of these and have the same for a lot cheaper. So you know what? I think that's what we're gonna do. We'll put one down here. We'll put you see, most fires occur in the industry buildings, so we'll put one here, but we should put one here, and you know what, since they're so cheap, we'll put where will we put it? We'll put it right here. You know what? I think we're just gonna do a whole bunch of little fire stations instead of big ones, at least for this area. So we've got excellent fire coverage. That should make everyone happy. Now, commercial has increased, but industry hasn't. Is that what I'm right? Yes. So we're gonna unzone this industry here, and we're gonna rezone this commercial, because that's what the people are demanding. Now I'm a bit surprised because I've never seen industry. You know what industry needs, but we can't even put them down yet. We can't even hook up industry to train tracks or anything because we don't have any. What unique buildings do we have? We have a Catholic church. Oh, well, look at how big a radius it has. Yes, we need to bring religion to our people. So yes, you're building up there, so there we go. Wait, is that doesn't even cover? That doesn't even cover the majority of the city. Well, it will, because we're gonna have to expand residential down here soon enough. So there we go. Yay, Catholicism. What else do we've got? Oh, we've got some interesting landmarks. I don't think we're gonna bother with any of these yet, but it's cool that we've got something, a boat museum. I didn't even know a boat museum existed. Level 1 unique buildings, Statue of Industry, Statue of Wealth, plazas, Meteorite Park, Bird and Bee Haven. You know what? These people don't even have a park. I think they're sad that they have no park. But slope is too steep. Oh well. We'll worry about a park some other time. Anyway, saving the game, and this time I'm gonna get back to the comments and hopefully you know what? Let us go to the other view. We'll see some nice close-ups of the city. And yes, hello to Nicole. That was a great quote from Star Trek II. Anti-Ryan Johnson. Nicole says, road to nowhere, lol. Right off the cliff. There. Where we're going, we don't need roads. Anti-Ryan Johnson says, hello and Qapla. Hello and Qapla to you, Anti-Ryan Johnson. That is perhaps my favorite welcoming. It says everything you need to know. Hello and Qapla. Simple and short. Josh Street says Bird wants to keep the residents high. Lol. I meant high in elevation. You know what I meant. Because, you know, they'll have less air to breathe and they'll be easier to control. John DeMarco says hello everyone. Hello John DeMarco. Anti-Ryan Johnson says hi to John. Peter Quinn says it's nice looking, at least patterns. It is, right? It's a nice quaint village instead of like going to the massively overpopulated city right away. I really like this look. Especially, look at what this screen, look at this picture. It's a beautiful little city. I'd be happy to have a little house there. That red house with the red roof. I should call that my house. Although I do have my house ready to put down at some point. Once it gets unlocked. And people are saying hello to everybody. Why does Anti-Ryan Johnson need to change his name? Peter says Anti-Ryan Johnson has not changed his name yet. Nicole says smaller footprint, smaller nuke can be used. Lol. Thomas Potts says hello to Anti-Ryan Johnson. Peter says, lol, I know, I can't think of a good one. Well. How about not Ryan Johnson? Very funny. That's different enough, says Peter. Peter Quinn says... Qity City started to get some money rolling, and then save, then destroy. We might destroy. And Ryan Johnson Lowell's. Josh Street says, by the time Bird starts to read his comments, he'll take an hour to read them all. Are we really that far behind? 418, 455. Not quite. Peter Quinn says, true. Thomas says, I have to go somewhere. I'll be back soon. Take care, Thomas. Josh Street says, Bird is destroying all of Anti-Trekker's hard work. A couple of sections of rail is not all of Anti-Trekker's hard work. Nicole Malo says, got too much cleaning to do, so I am stuck. Lol. Just kidding. Do not take me for being real. but it would be easier to set fire to the house and start over. Wait, is the game paused? Why are the cars not moving? Oh, we hit Tiny Town. A population of 850. We now finally have parks, industrial areas, landscaping events, event policies, park policies, parks and plazas, industry area, level 2 buildings, football, concerts. Why the hell would we ever enact a pet ban? A whole bunch of policies we can enact. Finally we're getting some new roads, some medium roads. Do we get highways yet? We get canals, we get flood walls, we get Ks, and those are nice, but not particularly useful. Fences, a bunch of parks, so that's cool. But we'll get back to that again once I'm done with the comments. Peter says, watch it burn. Sassy, no, Sassy, we're not burning you. 8:25 now. Peter says, Soylent Green. Josh Street says, burn, that will be the buildings burning when the cube explodes. Maybe. DeMarco says, a little Hamlet, to be or not to be. Yes, John. Thank you. That was a little bit of Hamlet. Of course, you've never read Hamlet until you've read it in the original Klingon. Tok bal tok be, which sounds a little like to be or not to be for me, for it being a totally alien language. Like, why does it have to start with a T and a B sound? It should be something completely different, but you know. Wow, look at that. That's a beautiful little city. I love it. Man, I love it. Nicole says, got to care for all the NPCs and SJWs. Oh, good luck with that, Nicole. Peter's lolling. Josh Street says, isn't Little Hamlet a downgrade since people put the garbage in sewage and don't want anything? Peter Quinn says, you don't need garbage trucks, just recycling center. Nicole says, das good, lol. Okay, wee bit dark, forgive me. Josh Street says, so you don't become a Little Hamlet, people never die. It would seem that way. Nicole says, School of SJW. Oh. Josh Street says, we don't get The Simpsons. Yeah, I don't know. South Park. South Park would be nice. I don't think I have any South Park buildings. Peter says, can you use city skyline maps on SimCity? No, Peter. They're unfortunately, they're made by different companies, and they are completely incompatible. Now, some people have taken it upon themselves to make some SimCity buildings available for city skylines that look and act much like they do in SimCity, but I don't believe anybody's done it the other way around, because as far as I know, it's far more difficult to create custom assets for SimCity than it is for city skylines. And on top of that, SimCity is basically dead. SimCity is basically dead. Alex, welcome. Alex, he says, hi, Bird of Prey. Currently watching the motion picture in honor of discovering the original Enterprise in Crystal Palace today. Very cool. Not Ryan Johnson. I wonder who that is. Not Ryan Johnson, says to Peter. There you go. Peter says, nice one. Not Ryan Johnson. Different enough from Anti-Tracker, but Anti-Ryan Johnson is still here. Lol. Yes, that was a bit Because if people said anti, I didn't know if they were talking about anti-tracker or anti-Ryan Johnson. Speaking of anti-tracker, there he is, anti-tracker. Hey guys, sorry I'm late. It's been a heck of a day at work. And anti-tracker says, nice map. Thank you, anti-tracker. I made it myself. Peter Quinn says, hey, anti-tracker. John says, hello, AT. Nicole says, washing clothes, housework never ends. Well, do you want it to end, Nicole? Because if you stop getting dirty clothes, it means something's gone wrong. Either everybody's turned into hippies and are wearing the same clothes over and over again, or everybody has left. Including you. I mean, even when I lived alone, laundry waited for no man. Josh Street says, anti-tracker, your island will be the garbage island. Peter, well, you weren't supposed to tell him that, Josh. Peter Quinn says, I was just inquiring on the map, anti-tracker, if I could use it on Sim City. Anti-tracker says, hey, all, got a bottle of the Dubliner imported from Ireland for tomorrow. What, for Sunday? You're going to be drinking on Sunday? Alex says, my God, the TMP ship porn is the best. I mean, it's really the only point of the movie. That and the scene where they said, what we got back here didn't live long, fortunately, during that most unfortunate transporter accident. Anti-tracker says, yes, Alex, TMP is great ship porn. Nicole says, yep, that's what she says, all right. I'm not going to repeat it. Josh Street says, anti-tracker, how much of the bottle will be left after you finished the STD episode tonight? I don't think he would dare waste that on STD episode. Peter Quinn says, you can answer that, anti-tracker. Lol, he hasn't noticed you. Anti-tracker says, that opening scene is the best shots of Klingon ships in all track. Agree to disagree, anti-tracker. All the best shots of Klingon ships are birds of prey, and the best shot of any Klingon ship in all of Star Trek is Star Trek 4, where the bird of prey decloaks in front of the whaling ship. And I defy anybody to provide a rational argument stating otherwise. And Alex says the earth is so blue. Nicole says in 1701 is in dry dock is epic. John DeMarco says the ships combined with Goldsmith's score are epic. Anti-tracker says, hey bird. About 3 hours ago you asked about farmland. Most of Anti-Tracker Island is good farmland. Well, Anti-Tracker, we've got other plans for your island. Luckily, with my landscaping tools, I can make any island I want into farmland. So, probably the Orville or Federation Island. I don't know why the game is bugging out like that, but one of those islands are probably going to become my farms. I'm too far away from Anti-Tracker Island. Anti-Tracker, I don't think you were here in the beginning, but the difference with this map is that I am playing the game almost stock, except for the unlimited money. I don't have any of the mods enabled that let me buy all the land or use the buildings I haven't earned yet. So it's going to take me a long while, and we have to grow the population plot of land by plot of land before I can buy more plots of land and before I get fancier buildings. So that's why we have like a small, cool looking town as opposed to like an overgrown city already. Now that is going to slow down progress, but I think it's going to make the game a little bit more fun to play. So just so you know, I want you to be aware of that. That's why you see dirt roads instead of big roads, and there's no other highways except for what you put in, because I can't even put down highways yet. And yeah, so that's this map. And so I started on the one island that isn't a nerd island to get us started, and we'll go from there. And oh yes, that red roof, that big house with the red roof, that's my house for now. So I'll be right back, people. I'm gonna let this keep playing. I'll be right back and finish some comments, and then I'll get back to the game. Okay, I am back. Sorry about that. Peter Quinn says, so Fanny Boy is going to knock on Avenger's door for a bag of sugar or something. I don't know how we got to that. Anti-Trigger says, so Bird is trying to do this without mods. Well, I do have the infinite money mod, and I do have infinite resources. But other than that, the only mods that affect gameplay are not involved, no. I mean, nothing that's going to give me an unfair advantage except the fact that I really don't have to worry about money, which is kind of the biggest cheat you could have anyway, but you know. And Peter says, yup. Alex says, once you go projector, you can never go back. Nicole says, $16 a week. Is that a horse-drawn fire truck? Hell no. Horses cost a hell of a lot more than $16 a week. Alex says, thank you, Mr. Scott. Yes. Anti-Trigger says, Alex Lee's projector, question mark. Josh Street says, it's $3.49. Wonder when Bird will read this comment. Well, it's $4.49 now. So I guess... No, wait, I'm sorry. It's $4.49 when you made it. It's $3.49 for you, $4.49 for me. It is 5:10 p.m. now. So 20 minutes. 21 minutes. We're not bad. Alex says the only way to watch movies and TV. Oh yes, and projectors. You know, I had my projector phase, but I tell you, once I got a really nice, at the time, 61-inch television, I did go back. I did go back because it was just a better picture. It was probably because I had a relatively cheap projector. It was only like $2,500. Now, I didn't pay for it. God the hell knows I wasn't gonna pay for it. I had it from work, but yeah, I went back. Peter Quinn says, I'm gonna log off in about 10 minutes. That'll be 9 p.m. Well, take care, Peter. Thank you so much for coming by. I do appreciate it. Josh Street says, at Anti-Tracker, when will you make an Alexa set alarmed for 1 a.m. map? I don't know that I would download that map. And Peter Quinn says, religion causes war. Well, not true, Peter. Multiple religions cause war. And John DeMarco says, religion can also bring peace. Peter says it can. Alex says, to Anti-Tracker, speaking of ship porn, did you notice what I posted on your site? And a link to a Facebook link picture, I assume. Peter Quinn says, but humans, my religion is better. My opinion is better. Indeed. Alex says, oh my god, I had that toy as a kid. And Alex is clapping and laughing, smiling. He says, oh no, to motion picture transporter accident. RIP. Anti-Tracker says, bird time is frozen. Oh, no, they're forming. Yes. Peter says, poor Ensign Extra. John DeMarco says, and everyone wonders why McCoy doesn't like the transporter. Peter Quinn says, it's very calming too. I'd prefer to live there, next to the beach, on a countryside. You just hope you don't have a crazy psycho mayor who's gonna send meteors into the town every few days. Goddamn killing machines, says Peter. About the transporter. Nicole says, in middle school arts, did a Star Trek skit where they throw a bucket of confetti and step out from behind the screen. Transporter sound. Guess he was right. Alex says, just saw extra in crowd with head like a butt of a metal visor. I don't know, Alex. I cannot believe that there was a visor. That totally breaks continuity with Star Trek The Next Generation. Clearly, Gene Roddenberry was trying to destroy the franchise with the motion picture. Peter Quinn says, now you're cooking, bird of prey. Peter says, canals are always nice, and there's plenty here. Just use the highways of Britain. Just to be the highways of Britain. Josh Street says, bird, the pet ban has make sure Zoom and Darth Raven doesn't steal beagles for his restaurants. Well, I'd rather just have a Darth ban than a pet ban. Robert Knowles says, what's a good game like this one I can play for free until I can order this one? Oh, actually, you can play for free SimCity 2000. There are websites, because it's a very old game, and I've seen it for free, it's like a flash game or something that you can play on certain websites. I don't have any links offhand, but if you Google Play SimCity 2000 or even SimCity Classic for free, I'm sure you'll find it. Now, truth be told, the graphics are going to be nothing like this, because they were made in, you know, the 1990s, but you still get the feeling. I mean, I'd say SimCity 2000 was probably the best of all the SimCities that they ever came out with, because at the time it was freaking amazing for what it was. And if they ported SimCity 2000 to Windows 10 and gave it a little bit of a graphics update, not even much, I would totally still play that game. So yeah, if you want to play, I would say the only thing for free remotely close would be SimCity 2000. And it just gets you, you know, even in SimCity 2000, you got to put down water pipes, you got to put down power lines, I believe. So it gets you prepared. Peter says, right, gonna log off, watch TV before sleep. Peter, I'm so sorry I didn't get to your comments before you logged off, but if you do see this or listen to this, good night. Alex says, launch approaching. Bold Deanna Troy has already arrived. Still celibate. Oh boy. What the hell were they thinking in the motion picture? Seriously. Peter Quinn says good night all, and people say good night to Peter. Alex says McCoy beaming in. His beard had to be transported separately. John DeMarco says, I think they beamed McCoy from the disco floor. Alex says, wow, Bird of Prey 5 is 20 minutes behind. Alex, I don't know if you mean that you're impressed I'm only 20 minutes behind, or that you're like shocked that I'm 20 minutes behind, because man, anybody who comes to my streams knows 20 minutes is damn good. Not Ryan Johnson says, the soothing tones of the stream as I get my butt kicked in Destiny 2. Alex says launch time. Not Ryan Johnson, excuse me, not anti-Ryan Johnson, not Ryan Johnson says only 20 minutes. Nicole says laundry and time wait for no one. Indeed. Ah, yes, I see what you did there, Nicole. Generations, quote, slightly adjusted. Anti-Tracker says, John DeMarco, now I keep thinking that McCoy beamed from Super Chat 10. That's exactly what I was thinking. Apparently everybody was thinking that. Anti-Tracker says, Bird, the Irish whiskey for St. Patrick's Day. Duh. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I forgot it was St. Patrick's Day. We had the parade in the city today. Spacesuit flip. God damn it. I still remember this. I must have been like 13 or 14 years old, and my father was a member of this boat club, private yacht club thing, and he'd take me there once in a while at the time, and I was there one day, and like, I don't know how to say it, the regular drunks were at the bar and they had Star Trek, or a movie. Oh, it froze again. That means I became another town, a boom town. Wow, population of 1,500. We can buy more land. We've got transport options, level 3 buildings, ferries, walking tours, buses, trams, post office, taxis, beagle tours, vacation, tourist tours, or industry. We can do more policies, and we finally get our highways. Yes, highways. Oh, and even more roads, the roads I like to use. We get heating pipes if we so wanted. We get more power, including these ones we can put in the water. For wind turbines, we've got cemeteries. Really? There was no cemetery in the game until this point? I know I put one down, but I guess that was a cheat. Medical, helicopter depot, tram depot, water reservoir, ferry pier. Oh, I wonder how our water is holding up. We've only got the one. We've got some other buildings here. Let's see, what's our water situation? Electric is water availability, sewage treatment, garbage. Oh, all's well. All is well. I'm gonna save the game, and then I'm gonna go back to comments, because sure, let's just let commercial is high, residential is low, but there is some demand across the board. So that is a pretty healthy city. We'll keep letting it grow. Anyway, I was at this private club and the drunks were there, and a movie was on, and it was the scene where they were in the spacesuit and like they were arguing as to what was on TV, and one guy says, "Oh, it's Star Trek." And I'll be honest, having not seen the motion picture that often, because even as a kid I used to hate it, and when I used to stay home from school and be sick and watch all the movies in order, I would often just skip the motion picture and start with 2, 2, 3, 4, then 2, 3, 4, 5, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. Anyway, I'd forgotten a lot about the motion picture, and I was like, no, this can't be Star Trek. They never show people in spacesuits in Star Trek. And I'll be honest, up to that point, I don't think in Star Trek 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, or any of the Next Generation that might have been on yet at that time, had we seen anybody outside the ship in a spacesuit. But sure enough, and I don't remember in any of the TOS episodes anybody outside the ship in a spacesuit. But sure enough, yes, that one scene, that one goddamn scene in the motion picture, I was wrong. I still remember. He's like, oh, of course they do. This is Star Trek. I was arguing with him, and nope. Then we see the Enterprise. I'm like, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Josh Street says, Bird, the best bird of prey shots are being destroyed in DS9. Damn you, Josh. You're out of here. You know, if I knew how to, I'd be banning you right now. John DeMarco says, decloaking by the whaling ship is cool. One of the best Klingon ship scenes for me is the fleet arriving at the battle in Sacrifice of Angels. Anywhere a fleet arrives. Alex says, I love the first captain's log, backed by a snippet of TOS theme tune. And he also says the captain's armrest kind of makes a seat belt, and Sulu gets a rising headrest. And then Anti-Trigger says, Alex, I love projectors if you have the room, but a small... I built a small theater in my house, 10-foot screen, 4K projector, not HDR, but nice budget 4K. How many lumens, Anti-Tracker? It's all about the lumens. Alex says, my projector phase has lasted over 6 years, and my wall is much larger than 61 inches. Zethon is back. For those who were not here yesterday, Zethon, you will notice Zethon now has a capital Z, because his original Zethon account was erased, suspended, destroyed, all whatever you want to call it, eradicated by Google moderators because he made an off-color joke in the chat yesterday, and within 60 seconds the comment was erased, and it said, "This comment has been erased by the Google moderation team." And let me tell you, you do not want to see that, because within another minute his account was gone. All his videos he'd ever uploaded on his account were gone. The entire channel was gone. And he made his appeal, and they laughed at him, and they were like, "Hell no. We stand by. We stand by it. You're still goodbye." So yes, be careful. Be careful what you say on YouTube. Don't even joke. It's sad. It's a sad day, but don't even joke. What? Yes, Big Brother is watching indeed. Shronmore, welcome. Shronmore says, and by the way, Zethon, I hope you are feeling a little bit better. The flu is tough. Shronmore says, "Can't stay long, just stopping by to give the stream a thumbs up." Thank you so much, Shronmore. I really, really appreciate it. Yes, if anybody would like to give me a thumbs up, it's much, much appreciated. And yeah, Zethon, that is really sucky way to have the flu and lose your YouTube channel. Alex Lefty says at Anti-Tracker, "I live in a 2-bedroom London flat. Spacious it ain't, but clever positioning works wonders." Well, you've seen how large you were projected. And then Alex says, "I shall find butthead visor guy for you, Bird of Prey 5. Luckily, I can carry on conversations in multiple time periods." Okay. Alex says, "I figured I wouldn't be the only person to spot him." I can't click that link right now. It'll kind of screw everything up. Alex says, "Warp 7, sir." Anti-Tracker says, "The Tholian web, Kirk spends almost the whole episode in an EVA suit." Of course you would know that, Anti-Tracker. John DeMarco says, Kirk was floating around in a spacesuit in Tholian web. Okay, 2200 lumens. That's not bad. I think that I had a Sony that was, I believe, the same, 22 or 2400 lumens. Of course, at the time, the max resolution was SVGA 1024 by 768, but I tried hooking it up in my bedroom because I had a TV, but the TV I had to like tilt my head forward above my body, which I didn't want to do. So I hooked the projector up. I moved the TV like 2 inches away from the wall, and I put the projector between the headboard of the bed and the wall and aimed it at the ceiling. So for a while in my bedroom, I was watching TV off the ceiling, which was kind of interesting. Of course, I did get rid of it once I started having women come over, because I didn't want to have to explain why that was set up how it was. Alex says, "Sonic section flight path. Conic section flight path. So would you like a circle, ellipse, or hyperbolic?" Anti-Trigger says, "Wow, for his German dictator and Alexa joke, dang." No, Anti-Tracker, it was a little bit worse of a joke, but I didn't repeat it at the time, and I dare not say it now. And I don't think anybody should even attempt to say it. If you want me one day when we're on Discord or something, or on Anti-Tracker Forum, I'll tell you what it was, but nowhere where they can be watching and listening and all those things. And Alex says, oh, Chekhov got his hand fried. And Alex says, TV on the ceiling is cool though. I thought it was. I really did, and it was a hell of a lot more comfortable. Okay, so we can buy some land. So we got to think. Let's check this map. What does Anti-Tracker have for us? Wow. All oil. Oil over here. Oil in the Orville. Oil on Star Trek. On the Starfleet. What did you just wildly move the brush around? I mean, is there any logic to this? Okay, got a dab of farmland in the middle on Anti-Tracker's avatar. We got some ore in the Klingon area, which, okay, Praxis, I get it. Battlestar Galactica's got some ore and some oil. I don't know what the thought process was here on why the Expanse Island. You thought I was going to try to pronounce it again? I'm not. On why the Expanse Island? What the hell is that? Oh, it's the train. Why the Expanse Island is full of oil, but has some farmland in the ocean. Nothing on the Avengers Island. Nothing on Mr. Miles Island. The Stargate Island. Nothing on Batman. Nothing on the Transformers. A tiny bit of oil on this Terran Empire symbol. Good amount of oil on Superman. And nothing on nothing on Pac-Man being chased by a ghost. Now, let's see. Can I do what I hope I can do? And let's check this. First, let's make sure Anti-Tracker put down appropriate ship lines. Oh, I can't do a harbor yet. And no. Okay, all the ships and harbors. That kind of sucks. That kind of sucks. Oh, okay. We've got a harbor here. Okay. Well, actually, I guess we definitely need a harbor. We've got to start getting goods out. So we absolutely need that. Although we do have train tracks, so I'm gonna buy this spot. And then can I make the Starfleet Island farmland? Ground resources. Brush size. Yes. And what the hell? Put some farmland there. We'll make anti-tracker even more farmland. And we'll put some farm here. And I think Stargate Island, we'll put some ore. Oh yeah, we should put ore in the toilet. There we go. Erase the ore and put back farmland. We'll make the brush smaller. Erase the farmland over here and put back the ore. So, okay. So that means my path to greatness. Now we can buy, I believe, 2 pieces of land. So I'm going to buy this one and get the rest of this island. And fittingly, we are going to get into Starfleet land. So that's going to be where we're going to be expanding to next. And yeah. So we've more than, I guess, tripled the size of the city, potential size of the city. And let's see. Are there more comments? Hard to imagine V'ger Cloud was just coat hangers. And Alex says, Identity Part 1, V'ger flyover coming up. Okay, so we're going back to the game. Oh, look, our residential demand has spiked. It's spiked. Okay, that's what I was assuming was going to happen. Do we have high density? No, we do not. We do not have high density yet. So we're going to continue using dirt roads, because dirt roads add some charm. You know what? Yes, well, we will. There we go. We'll make little blocks here. Maximize our residential zoning abilities. This'll be a nice connection down there, and we'll run a connection over here. So, what is our education? Is our education lacking? Yes, it is. I was afraid it would be. So let's go ahead and put down a community school. Now it's only got a capacity of 250. Elementary school has a capacity of 300, but the book bank has a capacity of 800 elementary students. So we are going to put one of these guys down. Make people happy. Oh, we've got parks now, yes. So, we could put down, you know what, we will put down a basic park now. It will unfortunately evict a couple of people, but so be it. That's gonna make a lot of people happy. Yeah, there they go. Okay, so we got a bouncy house, but I should make an actual park area that actually might be profitable. If you remember what we did in Love City, we charged everyone to cross the park. Now I don't want to do that. No, you know what? Let's not start robbing our residents blind yet. Okay, so we got a nice little park in over here. There we go. Okay. Now we gotta put down more residential. Oh, look how quickly it is building up. Yes, right to the ocean. There we go. Now, commercial demand. Commercial demand also needs... I know there are new buildings. You don't have to keep telling me there's new buildings every time. Yeah, let's fill in our commercial demand along here. I think it's time I upgrade this road. Yeah, this road needs an upgrade for sure. So let's do that. Come on, where? I don't have any roads with grass or trees or something. A 2-lane brick street. A 2-lane brick street with parking spaces supports low traffic. Well, by urbanists. I don't think I even like that word. Small, heavy roads. Yeah, that's what we want. A small 4-lane road? Huh. Okay. I can accept that if it lets me upgrade without destroying everything along its way. Yes, it does. And the Catholic Church is in the way. We'll cheat a little bit. Oh, that's more than a little bit, huh? Okay. We gotta move the church. And yes, move, not remove. A busy corner shop. I am sorry. I know there's supposed to be separation of state here, but we've got to take over your land. And all those people are unhappy, but they will be happy again. Okay. And we'll get more residential in. And our residential demand has fallen, as has our commercial demand. Industry remains low because there's nowhere to get stuff out. So, you know what? How's our water? Water and sewage remains especially high. Man, this whole area is functioning. Uh-oh. Crime is high. Is that TARDIS not keeping up with the crime rate? Multiple problems, crime and death. Huh. Okay, I guess it's time for another police station. That's fire. Oh, we probably should put down more fire. What do we got? What do we got here? Ultimate police station. That sounds like a plan. Sure, right off the main circle. Why were they sad? They're gonna have great policing. Oh, the police can't get to them. The police can't get to these buildings because it's a one-way street. There's no way. They have to go up. Well, actually, here's what we can do. We can get the police there now that we have highways. We can make a little U-turn lane. There we go. People, that's the same reason why death care couldn't get there. Police couldn't get there because there was no U-turn. They'd have to come all the way on the highway, go all the way. In fact, they had to leave the goddamn city. There was literally no way to get there. Why would anybody have even built there? Wow. But now it's easy. The police, there we go. The police are able to go and make arrests, and the dead bodies have already been taken away. And all it took was one little U-turn lane on the highway. So yes, there we go. This is a mayor who solves problems, which is why I'm gonna call this the mayor's house. Sorry, the Pleasant family. This is now the mayor's house. I've taken over your house. It's prime real estate. I'm gonna live there for now. I hope you don't mind. Okay, let's... okay, we need to get stuff in and out of the city. And I know, I don't like doing this. But, we're gonna do some remodeling. Yeah. It only makes sense. This is the only place that it makes sense. We're gonna put in. Hey, wait. Do we not have trains yet? Tram? No, I need a train. A population of 6,500 to have a train? You sons of bitches. Sons of bitches. What can I get? A ferry depot? I can't even get a harbor yet? How are we supposed to get our goods out to the world? Fine. Fine. You know what? I don't even care. They'll rebuild. But you know what I will give them? Especially since we can't use the train anyway. I will give them their very own on-ramp to the highway so that they don't have to go back through town with all of their industry. Yeah. So they don't have to go all through town with their industry. So maybe that will help. Maybe that will help get some of our products out better. In the meantime, what can we do? We can lay some plans. Okay, well, we're gonna get rid of that wind turbine. And now that we've got our power over here, we will put down, let's see, we can put down something. Do we have buses? Ship, tram, bus. We do have buses. Huh. Buses are so annoying. But is this where we want? We're not central enough. This is not the place to make a bus station. We want to be more central in the city. What can we put down? There's no point in having taxis. I don't even know how the post office works. I'm ignoring that. Let's put down a building. We've got some building we can put up here. That Plaza of the Dead. An eerie plaza to celebrate how well the city handles its deceased. Well, sure. Why not? Where can we put that? We'll put it over here. This way. Takes up, but we still need something to connect the power between here and here. Bird and Bee Haven. A paradise for birds and bees and insects that are critical to ecosystem. And having Bird and Bee Haven makes citizens happier as their plants get pollinated and birds eat nasty insects. Really? Anybody care about this? They do. They do, but this is not the place to put it. And I hate bees, so I don't even know why. Oh, the city arch. I love that. Okay. The city arch. Where can we put that? Sure. Here, you come in here, and you're going to go down to our commercial and our industrial zone. This is a beautiful little city arch. But that still does not help us with what we need, but let's take a look at it. There we go. Yeah, that's a nice little archway there. Now, what are you guys complaining about? Not enough educated workers. Perfect. We will put, what's, do we need? We need high school? Wait, what's our biggest? We don't have universities yet, do we? Education, elementary school is perfect. High school. Do we not have any high schools? Holy crap. Okay. Well, this is not the best place for a high school, I will admit. But no, I don't want it there. A high school needs to be some ways it can be used, damn it. I'm not that cold-hearted yet. Okay, oh, actually it can be here. We just have to get a road to it from the other side of the city, and that will help. It can be a dirt road. Sure it can. And that will help people come to it. There we go. And we'll fill this in with more commercial, since there is commercial demand. There we go. And even though it's very hard to build on, we'll go ahead and just make this residential. I'm sure people will figure out how to build on it. And now we can get rid of this, or we could just move it for the time being. Sure. Some extra power over there. And now we put some roads down here for a new section of the city. And I don't know what we're going to do here. Will it be residential? Will it be commercial? It really doesn't pay to be completely one or the other, because then there's just not going to be enough jobs or enough customers. So let's see. Let's get a decent road. But yes, a small heavy road. Small 4-lane road. We come down the middle. Nice rounded road. This is like a little egg district we got going here. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna, I know, we're gonna do some industry here because why not? And then, that's the first place industry started building. Sorry. And we'll do some commercial. Oh, we need more police and more fire. So we will put that into the commercial area. Police. You gotta keep everyone safe. We'll put that in the center. Fire departments. Do we have bigger fire departments yet? No. No, we still have these. Okay, we'll put up a decent fire station with 6 trucks. Even though it's more expensive. And then we will fill this in with residential. And let's give it a park. What type of park? A small playground or small park? Oh, Jesus. A small park is quite big. We'll give it this. There we go. Everyone's happy. This will be a nice little section of the city. And I'm gonna save the game. And we'll let things grow. And I'll get back to the comments. Wow, we're up to 15 people in the chat. Hello everyone. That's a lot of people for a Saturday afternoon. It's a lot of people for any time. Nicole said, what did I miss? Not much, Nicole. You know, same all around here. I play the game, then I talk to people. People make fun of me. I cry. I shut the microphone off and I cry. And then I come back and make a joke like nothing happened. Alex says, God damn it, you don't need CGI. You just need a well-operated camera and some good solid effects and composition. Arg. I don't know. I mean, I assume many of you are subscribed to Trek Yards, as I am. But they did a video today. They were at some place, both Cockings. I want to call them Cockings because Cockings, it just sounds wrong. But Foley and Cockings in person, at the same place, on the same camera, at the same time. I think they called it Ticonderoga. I don't know. Apparently, there's a Star Trek studio there with like the entire Enterprise set rebuilt. Beautiful, beautiful. They were doing behind the scenes video. I guess they were having some type of conference there or whatever, and they had special press access, and some guy was telling a bunch of stories, and they had, I mean, they were videoing the bridge. They were able to sit on the bridge. They were able, and it wasn't just the captain's chair, which I know Foley has its own. It was the whole goddamn bridge of the original TOS Enterprise, the engine room, all the freaking rooms, hallways. It was magnificent. And man, there is no reason those things could not have looked well. I mean, they looked perfect. They still look damn perfect. They would have perfectly worked in a modern Star Trek show. There was nothing that looked horrible about them. What a great video. I mean, they didn't talk about much. They were showing like what was going on. It wasn't like a regular breakdown on like, oh, this is more on the Klingon garbage cow, part 17. No, I mean, I'm kidding. No, I like a lot of their videos. Obviously, I wouldn't be subscribed to them if I didn't. But this wasn't a Starship breakdown or one of 8 reviews of Discovery per week. This was a really cool video, behind the scenes footage of the original Enterprise bridge. Now I know it's not the original, it's rebuilt, but damn, you would think it was the original. Probably better than the original, in all honesty. It had the behind the scenes scenes where like the people had to sit to operate the doors and stuff. Really makes you flooding. And these guys are gonna build a house there anyway. Where is that? It's over here. Guy, don't build a house. Don't build a house if it's flooding. Some people, man. Whatever. You know what? You want to build a house? Go ahead, build a house. I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, so if you get a chance, check out that Trek Yards video. Man, beautiful shots inside, interior of the original Enterprise. And I gotta get back to the comments. Nicole says, and dirt roads are so redneck. Lol, just kidding, I love dirt roads. Yeah, dirt roads I love too, because they're a Jeep's natural habitat. And Nicole, I don't know if you know this about me, but I love Jeeps like a man loves a Jeep. One of my most famous sayings. And yes, in Trackyard's video today, they did have a damn sexy Jeep behind them when they were recording in the parking lot. And of course, I had to comment to tell me more about that Jeep behind you, because I wanted to know whose Jeep it was. It was, if you see the video, it's towards the end. It was more of a joke, but it was a nice, you get to see the Enterprise and you get to see a Jeep, so win-win. Great video, 5 stars. Nicole says, yes, but Alex, that requires brain work. But yes, a real model is a hell of a lot easier to light than a CGI one. And a thumbs up from Alex. And Nicole, as you joined watching TMP. And Nicole, nice mate, which are the works of art in the self's proper lighting, real model, and bam, you're golden. And some more thumbs up from Alex. And Alex, like, every time I watch the motion picture, it gets better and better. I would take it as a good movie over once viewed, flash in the eyes. Never bother to rewatch any day. Anti-Trucker says, only Joe can sound so happy about hauling away dead bodies. Anti-Tracker, I'm happy that I figured out what the problem was. Might not have been immediately obvious. Alex says, plus Flya in the shower. Ah, yes, the scene. Nicole, bring out your dead, bring out your dead, yes. Richie Poole says, hey, Zethon, is your channel still shut down? I don't know if he's still here, Richie, but yes, it is. Google denied his appeal. They said, sorry, but we think we're going to keep your channel shut down for violation of community guidelines, and gave him a link to read the community guidelines. And welcome, Richie Poole. Anti-Tracker says, honestly, at Alex, the only real gripes with the motion picture is the uniform and the sound overall. Yes, Anti-Tracker is quite the audiophile. Nicole says, PJ's in space. Alex says, yeah, the uniforms are a bit hospital. Nicole says, but the belt buckle is neat. John DeMarco says, yes, those uniforms were hideous. And it would have helped if they had picked up the pacing a little. Alex says, the captain is kissing any new arrival. It's standard protocol. That would be the, well, who is that guy? Bob Barker? Did he kiss all the people on that show? No, it's a different show. That old game show host who used to kiss all the women. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's dead, because if he wasn't, he'd be Me Too'd. Although as Michael Jackson has proved, even the dead are not immune. But that's only because his estate has a hell of a lot of money. John DeMarco says, but like Alex said, I'd much rather watch TMP than some lens-flared fest. And Ari Aduprata? Ari, I apologize if I'm botching your name. I am not great with pronunciations. But getting a thumbs up from you. Thank you so much, Ari. Welcome to the stream. Nicole says, buses are better than catapults. Indeed. And Alex says, yes, but the belt buckle does help draw the eye away from the penises and skin tight spandex. Oh my, says Nicole. Oh my, you're naughty. Alex is laughing. Alex says, once seen can never be unseen. DJ Odyssey says, hail bird of prey. 5. Hail everyone. Hail DJ. Welcome to the stream, you guys. I gotta pause the mic. I'm not pausing the game. Shutting the mic for a second to take a pill. I will be right back. Sorry about that, guys. I'm back. I should have coughed first. Checking the microphone is on. It is. Yes, DJ. Hail, DJ. That's where I stopped. Nicole says, okay, oh my, now going to have to watch TMP now. I know, I feel like I might have to watch it tonight too. John DeMarco says, by the way, thanks for the sub, Alex. Nicole says, yes, thank you. Richie Poole says, hi, DJ. Alex says, no probs. DJ says, hi, Richie. Alex says, and Decker is several scenes, must not have indulged in a little self-frontage prior to each shot. Anti-Tracker says, well, I have to go pick up Mrs. Anti-Tracker's friend from the airport. Have a great day all and see some of you tonight as I attempt to drink myself to death with STD. Okay, Anti-Tracker, enjoy. Take care, Anti-Tracker. And Richie Poole says, Bird is flooding the city again. I'm not flooding the city. A DJ says he isn't happy unless someone is causing grief. Unless causing someone grief. DJ Odyssey says he loves them too much. Richie Pools has got to step away for a bit. I will check in later. No problem, Richie. DJ says, and while Bird tries to catch up, I will be listening while attempting to cook. DJ Odyssey says, Family Feud, Richard Dawson. Thank you, DJ. B Shaloop, but B said Richard Dawson kissed Family Feud contestants. Yes. DJ Odyssey says, you know the one from Hogan's Heroes. Lol, says Robert. And Alex says, your child is having a tantrum, Mr. Spock. What? Is that a quote from the movie? Because I don't remember it. Man, look at those houses on those cliffs. That's some nice building. Robert Knowles says, good idea, Bird. Will take my pills as it's about that time. Lol. Billy Gaming says, lol, just read the most recent comments, please. Just read the most recent comments. Well, Billy, we have a motto around here. No comments left behind. Even on the day that I had to end the stream for some reason, later that night I made a second video just to finish the comments from the earlier video, and then I had to finish the comments from that video too. That's just the way we do things around here. Occasionally, I'll be honest, comments get missed, but given the choice, I do my best not to ignore all comments. And it's a McCoy quote. Nicole says, was feeling fine until health fair at work. My blood pressure numbers were off the scale high, so I need to find a doc. Pills that junk, yes, when Kirk. Find pills, all that junk. Well, it's good they found out about it now, Nicole. Hopefully before any serious damage has been done. While it's annoying as heck, I know it is one of the things more easily treated with pills. And B says, yes, the motion picture Spock claimed V'ger was childlike. And McCoy says, your child is having a tantrum. Ah, very good. Yes, that brings back the memories. Nicole cleared the bridge. Billy Gaming says, when people spam the chat, you read it even though it's 15 minutes ago. Billy, I read comments an hour plus old sometimes. Yes, they're not spamming. I mean, if there was actual spam, I wouldn't read it. But they're not spamming. He only skips comments when they may embarrass him with his mom around. Sometimes true. Sometimes true. Okay, I'm going to get back to game playing. So, we're going to put the comments on hold for a bit. So, hopefully they won't back up for an hour. Oh. We'll see. And yes, you might hear me chewing. Don't try not to concentrate on it. Now, is this house still flooding? Yeah, I imagine these guys are not happy that the ocean excuse me. Sorry about that. I imagine these guys are not happy that the ocean is going through their backyards. And even into their front yards. Let's see if we can fix this. Huh. Let's see. It might be time to put down a key. Is this keys? No. That's paths. Where are the keys? Parks. Ground titles, lights. Is this the right place? No, landscaping tools. It's been so long since I've used a key. Water structures, there they are. Stone key, yes. No. That's kind of defeating the purpose. If you're going under the water, that is definitely defeating the purpose. Yes, we've got to make it bendable. Really? It's gonna go under the water? What the hell's the point? You're supposed to fill in, damn it. Okay. Okay, we're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. We'll have to build up, raise the land like we were some kind of god. We are leveling terrain. We are bringing the brush size down, and there we go. Now that water will eventually dissipate, and now we can make a key. And I keep saying key because that's how everyone else on YouTube pronounces it. Although, I'll be honest, Quyay I want to say K. It sounds like K to me, and being I've never heard the word before actually spoken, who's to say who's right and who's wrong? And yeah, even though I'm not supposed to be able to go outside the map, I can. So there we go. Yeah, a little bit of a seawall here to protect these people in the future. I guess the city engineers should have planned a little bit better. Before zoning. There we go. Okay. Residential demand continues to be high, which is excellent. Excellent for us. Which means let's get in some more roads. Now, should we go to small roads? Sure. 2-lane brick street. Oh, it's a shame that that house, that is a very, very nice house, but it's gotta go, I think. I think that's as close as we're gonna get. Oh. My dog is running around crazy. There we go. We paint in some residential. Hopefully these people are smart enough not to build in the water this time. And there we go. We'll put some more. I mean, that residential demand is so high. Busy town, 3,200 people. City planning policies, level 4. Unique buildings, leisure and tourism. Sightseeing, bus tours. Oil industry specialization. Tourism specialization. A bunch of new policies. Even more roads. Yes, finally the roads I like. The roads with the trees. Very cool. Pedestrian paths. A plethora of new buildings, including big hospitals, big fire stations, fishing piers, dogs and cats living together. Oh no, that's not one of them. Radio station. And good stuff. We are, and the fireworks. we are making our way the only way we know how. It's just a little bit more than the law would allow. Straightening the curves. Someday the mountains might get them, but the law never will. Yeah, we probably shouldn't put residential right up to the industry. People tend to get sick like that. We'll put a commercial buffer zone. So I guess we're putting more commercial up here because it's just too close to industry. Although over here we can put residential. So there we go. Saving the game. Going to the map. Seeing what we got. That is a nice view. I forgot. We gotta do something very important. We have to name our city. Now, because this is the nerd map, and although we haven't gotten to any of the nerd islands yet, I think it's only fair we call this Nerd City, which I believe is what I'm calling the series, so that works well. Nerd City. And yes, if the mayor ever becomes unavailable or deposed somehow, the Constitution of Nerd City, much like that of Springfield, will say in the mayor's absence, the city will be governed by a council of learned citizens. Because that will always work out well, as we saw in The Simpsons. Let's check our stats. Population, pretty steady increase over time. Influx. Let's see. Influx is back and forth. The birth rate, gaining. The death rate, minimal. Available jobs, increasing. Education levels went from damn near nothing to 0.6. What is that on a scale of? Is that a scale of 1? I hope it's not a scale of 100. Number of students shot up. I guess that was when we put in our high school. Tourists climbing every higher. Well, these are literally 1, 2, 3, 7 tourists. Okay. Tourist tax income all over the place. Happiness. Happiness seems to have hit a relative max. We're going to have to work on happiness. Residential zone. Prisoners. Well, I'm not surprised. Cyclists. Okay, 110 cyclists. Well, like 190 now. That's fine. I could encourage cycling. City budget. Well, the treasury. Can't click on it because I have infinite money. Okay, so it's not bad. No, don't freeze up on me, game. And it did. And it did. Well, you know what? I was pretty much going to end it here anyway, guys. I did save the game just a second ago, so don't worry, we didn't lose anything. Let me get the rest of the comments, and then I guess if the game is not unfrozen, we're gonna end it here soon regardless, but the game is making the decision for me. Now, Billy Gaming is doing some comment spamming. This a comment, this a second comment. Nicole says, reminds me, need to get for mom, hey, ocean front property. Lol. Orpanium, welcome Orpanium. Rip house. Yeah, that poor house had to come down. I hate having the eminent domain houses in this game. Alex, the creator, must join with V'ger. Nicole says he did just that. Nicole says my labby runs around the house too. Bird crazy doggy cannot get her new toy and still holds on to the old one. Yeah. A lot of dogs like that. Alex says, I don't care what Antitricker says. I love the use of sound in the motion picture. John, the former peasant, says, howdy, everyone. Okay, so you guys can't see it, but I'm actually getting a white error screen on my game. But I'm letting it run. We'll see what happens. I imagine it's going to just die out. The stream won't die, though, until I end it. So we'll finish up the comments. John, the former peasant, says, thank you, Bunny Man. DJ Odyssey says, you're welcome. John, the former peasant, says, what's going on here today? Mostly talking about Star Trek the motion picture and building on the new version 4 of Anti-Tracker's nerd map. Alex says, out there, that away. Okay, straight on, the Wrath of Khan. Nicole says, everyone likes what they like, and it does not take away from anything. Enjoy what you like, embrace the different views. The same thing, better way to look at it. Things, at least I think. Well put. John, the former peasant, says, there's a million genre stories in Nerd City. Very possibly. This is just one of them, says Nicole. John says the birth rate in Nerd City seems suspect. You know what? It does. DJ says bunch of baby birds running around. Listen, it was my right to institute prima notas. Okay? It's the right of every city mayor, and I think that somebody needs to make that mod to add that policy to the game. In fact, I'm going to do a Google search on the Steam store. Just the hilarity of enabling that policy, if it would increase the birth rate a little, that would be something. Alex says, as much as I adore the motion picture soundtrack, I love the Wrath of Khan soundtrack even more. John, the former peasant, says happiness in Nerd City is increased by a public hanging of Kurtzman. Bird broke the game. Well, somebody did. Richie Poole says, I'm back. It froze up on you. It sure did. Though, to be completely honest, Richie, I had just saved the game, so I'm 90% sure we're okay, and I was getting ready to end the stream anyway, so not much was lost. DJ Odyssey says, yeah, he broke the stream. And he says, spam, spam, spam. Just what I ate. Alex says, it's con time. John, the former peasant, yells, spam bot. Richie Poole says, use immediate domain to build a border wall. Eminent domain to use a border wall. To build a border wall. Nicole says, oopsie, well, I'm 10-7. Bye-bye. Gone. Thanks for the streaming. Bye, good bird. Take care, Nicole. I'm 10-7. Don't know what that means. But, take care. DJ Odyssey says, see ya, Nicole. DJ says, I'm gaining on your bird. Only 203 subs behind you. DJ, that is great news. I hope you overtake me, honestly. I mean, I hope I keep growing, but still, I hope you overtake me. DJ says, bird is like no entering my city without snoo snoo. Indeed. John says, William Wallace wants to kill bird now. William Wallace will never get to me. I've got tons of guards. Loyal Kuroga army to defend me. Robert knows the DJ Honesty. Well, you have one more sub. Just subscribe. Look forward to checking out your channel. To DJ. That's very cool. Yeah, everybody should subscribe to everybody else here. DJ's got a channel. I'm not sure who else offhand, but if you've got a Darth Calhoun, though he's not here right now. If you guys have a channel, go ahead and say that you got a channel so everybody else knows to go and subscribe to you. Richie Poole says sassy. Nicole says offline 10/7. I'm still not understanding. Richie Poole says, I learned something today. Thanks, Nicole. DJ Odyssey says, I should have streamed while in the hospital earlier. I should have live streamed while in the hospital earlier. DJ, you were in the hospital? Sorry to hear. Oh, yes, of course. Alex has a channel. Though I assumed most people already be subscribed to Alex, but go ahead and subscribe to Alex too. DJ, I hope you are okay. But yeah, my computer is totally frozen. So I'm going to try and end the stream here gracefully. Wish me luck. DJ says, yes, I screwed up this morning. I'm so sorry to hear that, DJ. If you're going to go live later or something and talk about it, I will try to be there. So yes, subs for everybody. But take care. I hope this ends without me having to reboot the computer. And good night. Not tonight, Bird. Oh well. Well, next time you go live, I'll try to be there. Qapla, all Qapla. Thank you all for watching my video. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell icon. Without it, you won't get notifications of new videos. If you want to visit me, check out my forum at juot.net. I'm also on social media, on Facebook, Twitter, and Gab. And if you're really crazy, you can send me some money on PayPal. Take care.